Hi, this is Dr. N. Alayani from Sri Kaliswari College, Sivakasi. In this video, I am going to talk about assessment. Assessment. It means analysis of income of person, those who are exceeding the tax limit or otherwise. Every assessment year, the assessee should submit the return of income to the income tax officer. The income tax officer scrutinizes the return. It is called as assessment. Now we are going to see the types of assessment. Types of assessment includes 5 types. One is self-assessment, second one is summary assessment, third one is regular assessment, fourth one is income escaping assessment, last one is reassessment. Now let us see the types of return to be submitted under self-assessment. Everyone must submit the return through self-assessment under section 139, that is obligatory and voluntary. Return under section 142, return to be in prescribed form. Return under section 148, return in response to notice. Self-assessment under section 148. If an assessee complies with the ordinary tax obligation, he make self-assessment. Now let us see the provision for self-assessment. Submission of return under section 139. Every assessee must consider the following provisions before submitting the return. Point number 1, total income must be calculated. Point number 2, tax liability must be calculated. Point 3, if the assessee payable any interest is to be added. Point number 4, if they are having tax deduction at source, that is TDS, and they paid advance payment of tax must be deducted. Then computed tax must be deposited at the time of filing the return. At the same time, the assessee must be attached the proof of deposit also, and finally they are made the adjustment for interest paid or payable. These are the provisions should be follows under section 139 while submitting the return under self-assessment. Now let us see the provision relating to self-assessment under section 142. This return is to be submitted by the assessee according to the notice of the assessing officer. When the section is required, the purpose of this section is: number 1, fails to submit the return by the assessee. The second point is fails to submit necessary accounts and documents. The third one is if the assessee needs special audit, means he or she should be conducted. Now we see the section 148 under self-assessment. If the assessment is required by the assessee, fails to make assessment and also fails to submit the return. Consequence of not making self-assessment. If the assessee fails to submit the return under section 139 or 142 or 148, he or she is liable for number 1, penalty, number 2, payment of simple interest at 1% per annum, number 3, payment of self-assessment tax. Second type of assessment is summary assessment. This is covered under section 143 subsection 1. This assessment is made on the basis of voluntary return submitted by the assessee. Now we are going to see the provisions relating to summary assessment. Point number 1, voluntary return to be filed by the assessee. Number 2, after the assessing officer will make the assessment. Number 3, this type of assessment, there is no inquiry or adjustable are made by the assessing officer. The main aim of assumption to find demand or refund either by the assessee or assessing officer. Intimation of demand must be sent as a notice to the assessee by assessing officer. Let us continue the summary assessment. The intimation is not an order for assessment. Assessing officer must send intimation within 1 year. Intimation is not required when there is no demand or refund. Now we are going to see regular assessment. Regular assessment covered under section 143 subsection 3 and 144. Tax on regular assessment is the tax that a taxpayer is required to pay against the notice of demand from the income tax department. So when a notice of demand is received and is found that some additional tax is required to be paid, the same shall be deposited under the head tax on regular assessment. Regular assessment is divided into two subdivision, that is scrutiny assessment and also best judgment assessment. It is also further divided with two types, compulsory assessment and discretionary assessment.